There we go. That's slammer jam. Gotta love that, right? Okay. Give me a second. I gotta do one thing to fix real quick before we get started, guys. One little tidbit. And if I'm not loud enough, please let me know in the chat too. Let me know if I'm not loud enough. As far as I know, I think I'm loud enough if the music's not overpowering. Because I feel like if I just talked the whole time and there was like no form of background, I feel like this would have been kind of sort of boring, right? For the most part. But I hope y'all enjoy the music that's playing in the background while we're doing this. Discord. And then... Okay. Let's get this party started, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I don't even know what this is, episode of DIY Arcade 6. I don't know what this is at this point, but thank you back. Welcome back to this. This is now officially the final build for the fight stick. I've been waiting to do this for a very, very long time. After spending the money, getting all the stuff together and everything, this is a long time coming. A very long time coming. But now that all the barrels are in the basket, everything's here, we can finally build this now from start to finish. But before we do that, we gotta do a little bit of unveil first. Before we start this. This is a little bit of a thing. This is one of the few things I wanted to show y'all why we're getting into this. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. I think it's this one. This mess up. A little bit of an unveiling here, guys. So one of the new things I've been working on, and I hope y'all enjoy this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. Look at that bad boy. We finally got art for it. Like, I've been waiting to show this for a long time. I've been waiting in the mail, the nonsense that went through. But this is the main thing that's going to be on the fight stick. And we're going to be building this from start to finish. I used the B&B board, which as I'm blowing through the video, I'll go through it and things of that nature. And here's what's going to be on the bottom of the fight stick. Let me show you the other side. So we have one. This one's a little bigger than the other one. That's because I kind of learned from my first mistake. But Stay Janky's going to go on the bottom. And then Stay Salty's going to go on the top. I know this is a little smaller than the other, but that's what we're going to do. But let's get this party started. If you like what you're watching today, please like and subscribe to the channel. And by the way, those are now be officially going on shirts too. That was the other announcement. Well, let's start. Let's get this gravy train going. So I had to put this in a towel so I wouldn't mess this up at all. Going through this whole process. So this is the piece from before, y'all saw me. And we need to grab the other piece, which is this one. This is the clear piece that goes between this. So in theory, what we want to do, kind of want to put this first, and then put this on top. Like, going backwards? I think I'm freaking backwards. Crap. I already screwed up. It's supposed to be this one, because it's facing down. Hey, Silver Dragons. How you doing? Like that. Okay, we're doing that one. Okay. I'm trying to make sure not to get as much fingerprints as possible while we're doing this. So, the next step is what we need are the 4 pillars. These 4 pillars help build the initial break of the sides for the fight stick. So we need these 4 things here. And we need one more thing. The 4 screws, if we don't drop them, more or less. If you have any questions while I'm doing this, let me know. As far as parts, pieces, pricing, all that matters. I don't mind answering those questions. And while you're allowed to talk, ask questions, and all that stuff too. So this is going to be a minute of us trying to get everything together to do this. It's hard to hear me. Thank you for letting me know. If that helps, I hope that helps a lot. Let me turn this side up. Okay, that helped a lot. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. So first part is this in the artwork. Now this part was the most scariest part of me doing this whole thing. So let's get the artwork out of here. If you hear it better, let me know. If the music's still too loud, let me know. Sounds a bit better? A bit better, okay. Okay. Does that help? That help a lot? A lot more? A lot better now? I think I turned it up. It's up, right? I'm pretty sure that's an up button. There we go. So this is going on here and it's going to face like that. So if we do this correctly, and I'm so excited to show this too. This is almost like the Gundam video all over again, but with the fight stick now. Ooh, that feels clean. Oh man, so we set this like so. So we put this underneath the screws like so. There's the four corners right there. There you go. I'm trying not to touch as much as possible because the fingerprints. Because this thing gets fingerprints like something fierce. Like it's kind of crazy when you look at it on paper. Okay, do it like this. Oh, that's my favorite song. This is going to be the weird part, guys. Me trying to do this while not trying to screw up the other part. There we go. And then the last one. There we go. There we go, guys. Okay. Now I'll put the artwork on top. Uh-oh, don't tell me the holes are off. Hey, it fits nicely. And this is all the little push-ins, but I think I should do that after the fact. And this goes underneath too. This goes on top like so. That's how it should be. But we're going to wait a second first, because there's screws that go right here that needs to come through too. And those screws will represent the fight keyboard going on there. So that screw up. Are these all the same size? Okay, there we go. So So we got the screws here. I just gotta make sure it's the longest ones. Okay, it's the two skinny ones. Okay, I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I did this. Okay. So we have to put the screws like so. There. Right there. They kind of sit like so. So that's a little bit inside for them. Actually, do I not have the screw bindings for it? Turn this around. Just so these won't slip from before. And most of this won't need any tools. I do have some tools for some small stuff, so I won't break certain things, but most of this shouldn't need any tools at all, though. And we're missing our other screwdriver. Our other nut. Okay, there we go. So we put this there too. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So that's our initial screen now. That's perfect. Ooh, I am digging this. Look at the top. Oh my god, that already looks amazing. Now here's the part I didn't show you what I wanted to do. So, if you see these little cutouts here, so we're going to put the fight stick through all this nonsense here. So, in theory, each one should be like this, and then have the ring around it. So I guess we'll start with this one, since this is the first one I knocked out. This is, the S is supposed to go like this, like that. So, what we're going to end up having to do then, if that's the case, we're going to have to pop this out, so this can sit under like so. So let's get this underway. So let's do this out. We gotta pop this out. Now, in order to pop this out, this is kind of weird. So see these two sides right here? We gotta pop this out, and we gotta pop this out to make it work. It's kind of strange. So you push this. Hopefully we don't break anything doing this. Why did I do this before? There's probably a better tool for this they make for this, but I don't have that tool, unfortunately. This might be the most painstaking part of this whole thing. Now I gotta do is at least, what, 10 more times? Yeah, sad thing is I did this earlier and now I can't do it. Just to see how it worked. I did one of these earlier. There's got to be a better way of pushing this out. This is what I get, guys. I did this mess earlier, and now I can't do it. Now it's like, oh, you're on stream now. We want to show off for you now. Now you don't know how to do this. Like I'm the bad one, right? Let's move these screws over here so I won't forget this at all.
Oh, come on. I had it. At least you know these are built high quality. They're hard to get out like this. There we go. Now they're out. Jeez. Now that this is out, we need to make sure this lines up straight like this. So here's the fun part. How did this bad boy come off? Oh. That's simple enough. Oh! That's pretty simplistic. Now we want it to face this way, so we set it like so. Like this. And the button we want facing we kind of want it facing that way. This is going to be a straightaway. So we set it like that. Like that. So if we do this right, so that's the straightaway, right? Up and down like that. So we need to set this, put that in, and set it like so. So we can kind of look at this a little bit. It's gonna be a lot harder than I suspect. I have a feeling this is going to be off a little bit. I already can tell this is going to be a little bit off. I think if we put it like this, I think it will work. More or less. No promises though. I don't think this can fit on top of this, honestly. I don't think this can. Yeah, I think this is just here for looks. Oh man, that's good or bad. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I can get this right. This is gonna haunt me like the rest of the stream, honestly. There we go. Sort of. I guess these buttons are not really going to matter as much as the other buttons.
Oh, look at that!
Okay, we'll get this now. We don't get this to science now. I'm just going to spin the buttons around. I think that's the... Wait, was this supposed to go underneath? Or is that supposed to disappear? Uh-oh. Something I didn't think about. Let me move this camera up a little bit so you can see. If I move it back a little bit. I didn't even think this was supposed to go on top or not. I'm assuming it will. Like, or is this too much for the buttons? There we go. Now we can put this through here. Now we got it. It looks wild looking at it like that. What's up, Kenny? What's up? This is me trying to fix a failed experiment. More or less, right? At least I'm trying to. The end result's gonna be the best part of this, though. Once I get to the end result. Like, this is by far the hardest part of the whole thing. Doing what I'm doing now. You know what? I might as well just take each button apart, right? Might as well, right? Instead of me just waiting here doing each individual thing. Oh, we got a trick to it now. Okay. Then we got a little bit of a trick to it now. So we push in, push up. Oh, come on. Push in. Pop out. Oh, the other one came out like so simple. It's a good time. Oh no, I'll get it. I'll get it at the end. I'm sticking through this to the end. And the final result will be breathtaking. Oh crap, did I break something? I think I already broke something. Crap. I think I got backup buttons. So far, we'll just get this done for now. Let's pull this out. Kids, make sure you have the proper tools for the right job. Because if you don't, you end up breaking stuff like I am. So this will sit here. And this is the S that goes kind of this way. Yeah, so let's put this like so. Like so. Spin it around a bit. So we get the way we want it. Or is it like this? Hold on. Oh, it's like that. Okay, so we spin it lower like this. Oh, maybe I was right the first time. Hold on. This is my fault for not checking before I ripped it apart, right? Hey, we're right. There we go. I hope I got an extra one because I broke this inside for this other one. Pretty sure I did. This one. I'm just glad they pre-cut everything out. It makes things a lot easier. For those who are wondering what the soundtrack is from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Not Cross Tekken, Street Fighter EX3 to be exact. Street Fighter EX3. It's sad when you don't know what your own artwork looks like. I think it's like that. More or less. That looks weird, right? Hold on, we'll find what we put in here. Why does that not look right? I'll pop this back up. Like this? Ah, it's like that! Okay. I think we figured out what the issue was now. I feel like by the end of this, I'm going to have to order more buttons. I have a weird feeling. You know what? Whatever. We'll do it this way. Because I have a weird feeling I'm going to end up breaking if I keep doing it. I get extra of the other buttons too. I think I got extra of the small buttons, but not the big buttons, more or less. At least I don't think so. We'll find out later about that, though. There we go. This is out. At least we're getting a rhythm for doing it now than before. Before it was kind of like we didn't know what we were doing. But now it's like a rhythm thing now. Okay. There we go. Now we can put this in like so. Oh, look at that. It's coming together, guys. So far we only messed up one. That's cool. At least we only did one so far. I can live with messing up one. And by the way, if you're wondering what buttons I'm using, these are all Sanwa buttons. The price to pay for art, right guys? The price to pay for art. Still got a bunch of these bad boys to do too. That's the word part. I still got a lot of these things to do. sits like that. Cap goes on like so. And that goes underneath. There we go. And that goes into here, which will be facing that way. What's up? You're not too late. You're not too late. What's up? Pi and Kai, man, I haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, I am actually doing well. I'm just trying not to break anything right now. Wait, this was supposed to go on the bottom, wasn't it? Crap. Like I said, I'm not trying to break anything. I think it'll be fine without, would it? No. Let me take it apart now before I regret it later. Thank you, man. Thank you. We haven't got to the good part yet. This is still in the beginnings right now as I'm building it together. Shoutouts to Bernie Nico. I haven't talked to you in like forever, man. We need to definitely talk more. Definitely need to talk more. There we go. Now we got our button in. And I put this upside down, didn't I? Yes, I did. This is supposed to be facing the other way. Do this again. It's a learning thing, guys. You think with me taking this thing apart like multiple times, I would know by now. Flip it around. Like so. There we go. And that sits there. There we go. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. At least I'm getting a better rhythm than when I did the first two buttons, right? I think that's like the best thing I think that's the best part of the whole thing. It's like knowing that you're doing way better than when you first started, right? There we go. There. Okay, cool. This is a small one. This is not even the right button. Wait, you're in Maryland now? Oh, we definitely gotta talk then. I didn't even know you were up here. For those who don't know, me and Bird Nico go way back. If salt flammable? That is a good question. I don't know if salt is flammable or not. You would think as a salty expertise, you would think I would know by now, right? Actually, I don't honestly know if salt is flammable or not. I don't think it is. At least the grade of salt I give people. It depends on what grade of salt. It can be fire, but can it catch on fire? That's the fun question. Well, now I can't get the cap on. I'm about to say, now I can't get the cap on now? Pain in my butt. So this goes up like this here. This is pretty simple. So we put this through here. By the way, shoutouts to Focus Attack for making. I did the design myself, but as far as like putting my design on for the print, shoutouts to them. They do a really good job with their stuff. The artwork somebody else did by the name of Sajim. I think his name is Sajim who did the artwork. I told him what I wanted. He was like, I got you. And then the original art design was this, which was me. And then he redid that over, which is kind of cool. I never thought this would be the day I get to like fun. I've been for generations I've been trying to make my own fight stick, and now my dream has came true. Right? That's how we kind of look at it, right? Like it all started with like, oh, we're gonna do. It started out I was just gonna make a video about it, and then the video like went crazy now. Like it's like it went from being, aren't you making a fight stick to, oh, why not make the fight stick do this now? I know it went from me buying a fight stick to me being like, I want to make one now. Like the strangest thing. That one looks really weird for some reason. It always look like that. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. We're gonna save the broken one for the last one. That way I know mentally that this is the broken one. I could have swore I had an extra set though. That's the sad thing. It's funny, I have extra sets of the mini ones, but I have an extra set of the big one. That's the crazy, baffling thing to me, but whatever. So we got 2 more buttons left, and then we got these buttons, and I'm done with this mess. Crap! You think one's gonna kill it? No. We're not going back. Where'd my screwdriver go? I said it! Did it roll off the table? Yes, it did. Apparently certain types are flammable. The more you know, right? Where's Bill Nye the Science Guy when we need him? Bill. I can imagine being in Bill Nye's classroom. I would literally be in the classroom just to hear the theme song. Like, he actually teaches the professor classroom, I think, out in California, on a real note. And I would just love to, like, be in the classroom. And be like, he'll introduce like, you know you love him, Bill Nye, the Science Guy. He comes running and goes, Bill. Everyone's like freaking yelling. Like that would be so sick. I'll get a total kick out of that. Like I'll definitely get a kick out. I'll freaking lose. I'll be like that little fangirl. Like, oh my god, I usually don't fangirl over people, but this will be kind of hilarious. It'll be one of the few times I may have to do it. The rare moment with the Jank was a fangirl. Like it'll be one of those scenarios. So like so. So that's kind of close. It doesn't have to be spot on, but as long as it's close enough for me to understand where it's at, that's all that kind of matters to me at this point. Because at first I was trying to be extra, like making it be perfect, but now I'm kind of like, oh, I want to just be kind of sort of perfect. Okay, the second last one of the top row. Okay. Now here's the broken one we screwed up. So for those who wonder what broke, this little thing caved in when it was supposed to, but whatever. As long as I can push this up, that's all that matters. Yep, that's the piece that broke right there. Superman. And we're going to do the LEDs and everything. Like, this is going to be the big shebang. This is literally going to be the final build. And after this, I'll be done building the fight stick. And you know what's funny? Even though I'm building this fight stick, I'm going to use it a lot, but I won't practice with it like I practice like a game. I'm still a pad player, which is like the controversy behind it. It's like, wait, he's building this? Like, it's for my own sanctity. It's kind of like one of those bucket list things you want to do. But mine was like, oh yeah, I want to make a fight stick. I want to make something for myself. And say I can actually say I made it from start to finish. The design, everything. And now there is going to be a little bit of a... Oh, by the way, this design, by the way, will be going on a shirt, by the way. This exact design will be going shirts, too. So, if you like this side to stay salty, stay janky, no worries. This is going shirt. Within a month or so, there's going to be at least 4 or 5 new shirts going out. So, 3 of them are Smash Brothers, and 2 of them are the Stay Salty, and the other one Stay Janky. So, for those who are wondering, there is merch going out for both of these things. So, I didn't forget about y'all. That was the other reason for me to do this. I was like, whoa, this looks good on a shirt. I'm like, wait, this looks better on the fight stick. Like that's how that went. That's how it went. And then my friend of mine, shout out to the Surge, he was like, I'm surprised you didn't put Stay Salty on it instead of Stay Janky. And I was like, crap. And I already made the bomb bat. I was like, you know what? I got a crazy idea. And then the rest is like crazy amounts of history at that point. Okay, put this in. Even though this button's broken, I think it should still be able to stay inside, I think. For the most part. Yep, it still stays inside, so it doesn't move. Okay. Let's move all these rings out the way. So far, so good, right? Now we have our last 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, left, right. So let's pop all these off first before I do this, so I won't screw this process up. And they kind of pop out after. These just seems like a lot easier than the other ones. And after this, the rest of the build is like kind of straightforward, guys. Just so you know. Like, this is the most tedious part of the whole thing. I tell myself, like, maybe I should have did this ahead of time before the stream. I'm like, nah, I want them to see this entire grueling process. Final one. There you go.
Apparently, certain types of flammable, but one deprecated table salt isn't. It's, however, color fire slightly yellower than the usual without actual burning. That is kind of weird. Dynamic present. For some reason, my science teacher doesn't like him, though he instead like untamed science. Imagine Bill and I, but writers were high and really. You're definitely not wrong about that at all. You're not wrong about not one lick a bit of that.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of weird because I can't technically put these directly like this. So this is one of the few scenarios. The way I put it's kind of not gonna matter in a sense. I think I got to put these at a side angle. And that has to do with the wiring thing. So these are actually going to go sideways, per se. So this is the one time where this is not going to be symmetrical like the other ones. And once you see the wiring by the final build of it, you'll see why I'm saying this. So let's pop the first one with the shades. There we go. This is kind of simple. So, like I said, this is going to be sideways like that. So we got to do this. Oh, man. Don't tell me these are too big. Oh, man. These are cutting it close. These right here are cutting it close. I thought it wasn't going to fit for a second. I was about to be sad. I was about to be very sad, guys. You don't even know. Okay, so you can't put these sideways, so it'll be like this. So up and down, like so. This one's kind of, the first one's kind of simplistic. I just got. Maybe it's not supposed to go on top of the white piece like that. Maybe these white pieces are not supposed to be actually on. Whoops, too late now. There's no turning back. Yeah, I can't even get. Maybe that's not supposed. Maybe those pieces are actually not supposed to be on top like that. Huh. The more you know, right? At least for the smaller pieces, it can barely fit on there. Oh, maybe they do need to go on to stop it from moving. Let's try this again. Yeah, maybe. Oh, these pieces make it so it won't move. Oh, okay. This make it so these won't move at all. That's the purpose of these pieces. Oh. Well, that's kind of an important detail, right? think somebody write that instruction manual. By the way, there is no instruction manual for this, just so you know.
Did I get stream rated? Our team gives you a promo code for 10 viewers for one whole day, blah, blah, blah. Come visit us, get viewers, blah, blah, blah. Olympia. I might have got rated, who knows? This won't be the first time I got rated. Have a good product at the Jank Nation. Tired of everything, we will help, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's a giant scam to a certain degree. I feel like it's a scam.
But thank you for, I mean, all views count, right? All views do count. There we go. Right on the button. Okay. We spent forever doing just that one. I kind of sad at myself because of that. Now that we know like the whole story behind what we really need to do, it's kind of like, oh crap. You gotta push these in real tight, guys. Real tight. Okay. I guess that's gonna be facing like so. I think just go to that angle like this, right? So. And fit that in here, like so. This last part is gonna be really annoying. I can already smell it. How annoying this is about to be. There we go. This is gonna be all bomb. This last part over here, I'm gonna regret this later. Like late stream, I'm gonna definitely regret that, more or less.
We got stream rated since I've been doing streams so far. We got stream rated at least I think twice, 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times since the life of me streaming. 3 times, which I think every bit of it, more or less.
I definitely think every bit of it too. Which helped me grow as a channel.
It may have been like a few views or a few whatever, but each time we get rated, it helps a lot.
I'm always grateful for like all the people that do stuff like that, whether they meant to do as a funny thing or not. I'm so grateful for it. To think, a year ago I would never have thought I had 1,000 subs. That's still a huge thing for me. And when we get to 2,000, that's gonna be even a bigger thing for me. One of those things that I just thought I never was going to be able to do. Like, actually make somewhat... I mean, I don't make a lot of it, but make some money better than no money on YouTube. Like... Like, have a space where people actually like things that I do and things like that. As much as I do. Like I think that's the coolest thing ever. Oh, that's all out of whack. But whatever. We'll keep it like that for now. We'll fix this mess later. Okay, last one, guys. Oh my goodness. There we go. It's down like so. And move this off to the side. Put this in all the way. And this is gonna be like one of the hardest parts we do on the stream too, this part right here. Almost lost that. There we go. The buttons are in. Now that that's in, now we can go to the nitty-gritty. Now we have all this stuff out of the way. Now we can get to the good stuff now. Let's flip this around. Now let's get to the wiring. First thing before we do any of this wiring stuff, we need the board itself. This is the board that makes everything kind of run. Without this whole project is just a waste of my time. Okay, we put these two screws to the side. Oh yeah, it's definitely extra salty now. And now we need to put the board up. There we go. That's where the board sits. This is the board that runs every little bit of everything. From the buttons, the LEDs. Well, this board itself runs mainly just the buttons and what it hooks up to. But the board, this little board right here, this little Arduino here, that would run the lights and gives power to the lights. So it gets power from here to go there. Oh, this is Sakura's theme. Okay, there we go. Now we need the LEDs, which are these crazy mess of worms of cables here. And we're going to try to do this the exact same way we have it on the thing, so we don't have to change no buttons. Luckily, I kept these together from last time I took these apart. This is the part I was talking about. This is why it was important the way we put them up. See how these are kind of landing weird? This is the main reason here. Ah, we screwed up! We screwed up with one. There's one we screwed up on. This one right here. Everything is fine but that one. Remember I told you there was one that was gonna bite us on the butt? You're looking at it. This is exactly the one I said I was gonna bite us on the butt. I had a weird feeling. So we gotta take this one out. Good thing I got, at least it's only one. We got really close. Oh, my favorite song from EX3. Okay, let's see if this fits this time. Hey, there we go. You know what's funny? The button that's broken hasn't bounced out yet. That's the funniest part of this whole thing. Okay. Now that we got the LEDs down, now it's time for the Gucci stuff. Now the real question is, do I do this before or after I do the crazy part? We'll do this first to make sure everything works. If I remember correctly, red and black. So I gotta look up something real quick, guys, to make sure. For those who are wondering what this soundtrack is from, it's from Street Fighter EX3 specifically. Hitbox, Brook, Harness, color code. There we go. So those who are wondering what I'm looking up right now. Right now, this is the pinout for the book box. So now we're trying to figure out what does what right now. This is what I'm looking at. If you look right here in this diagram, this is the pinout. Up, down, left, right, ground. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So once I get this going, I think everything will be kind of make itself right. So this should be it. So red and black and orange. So let me switch back. That was a little bit of a context for y'all. So now that we know what this is a red and orange going that way. So we put this down here. Which honestly, I'm just putting this here just for reference. We're honestly going to be taking this apart again anyway. Just so y'all know. We're just making sure everything actually works. And this cable right here will be the cable that runs all the directional inputs. But this is irrelevant right now. So the most important part right now is the fact of everything else. The punch is going across the top and then kick going across the bottom. So we need to figure out what punch 1 is. Once you figure out what punch 1 is, everything else is kind of like meh. Punch 1 is blue, huh? I know it's not, hold on. I know it's not these buttons. These buttons are for the everything else. This is irrelevant. So it comes down to these buttons. Untangle this mess. So blue should be the first punch button. So it should be these set of buttons. So punch 1, punch 2, punch 3, punch 4. So let's do this. And the cool thing about this, even though I might not remember all this, once I start one, I kind of remember the rest, because the length is made for this, which is kind of cool. And this is like one of the easiest parts here. See how this is longer than the other? Purple should be punch 3. Punch 4 if I'm correct. Yep, punch 4 is purple. Or maroon, however you're looking at it through the camera. It might look weird through the camera. Now right now you're wondering how the buttons stay down. The buttons stay down once I push all these cables on. Like there's so much cables that stay down because of it. Okay, that's the simple part. Now that we got that, we just need this to come to the forefront. This one's kind of in the way. So this one needs to come up front. And then, if I'm right, green should be
Kick 3.
So it should be this. Okay, so put this down. Okay. So black, green. The orange sits right here.
There we go. Mario Sports Mix.
I have not heard that yet. I'll definitely have to check that out then if that's the case.
And then the last part what we need to do is the up, down, left, right. Up is orange,
Red is down. So according to what this thing says, up is orange, red is down, right? These are extra long. I just now noticed that. Okay, these up is orange. Red is down. Which is this. Right now, this is a big clump of mess. But it'll make sense at the end once I put everything together. And then... green
is what? Right.
Which will be usually that way. But since it's reversed, this is my left, this is my right. So, I almost forgot that because I made that mistake before. When I initially wired these together. Easy mistake to make.
And then yellow is left, right?
Yep, yellow is left. Okay, guys. Now you're wondering what these black wires are for now, right? So these black wires are the grounding wires. Make sure it doesn't kind of like blow up or anything like that. But also, it's important because without the second wire,
none of this will work at all. At all. Like, it will not work at all. Without this other wire.
So, now we got this down pat. Okay. This is the ground for the wires up there and the ground from there. So, we're going to just go like this. Loop around like that. Actually, there's a couple ways. We can go like that and in like this. Let's do that. We'll follow through with everything else. So, ground. The ground can actually be done in any order since it's just a grounding wire. This doesn't really do anything. This can actually be done in any order. This part right here. I try to make it look somewhat neat according to like how the wires are going and make it easier for myself, but there's really no specific order for this part though. So the color wires are color coded. They have to be important. But everything else in between is kind of like meh. Man, Street Fighter EX3 music is so good. So good. Okay. All these are wired in, but before we do anything farther, we're going to plug this to my computer first. Now you might ask, why are we doing this so early? That way, I can kind of foresee if anything bad's going to happen now versus later. Because the next part we're about to do is the secret part I did not do during the original build. Just so you know. So the fact I'm doing this is kind of important. Oh man, this music's so good!
actually need a long one for this one. I have a long cable like this. Crap, I don't have a long cable. Can I plug it to this computer real quick for a second? I just need something to plug this to, just to make sure this works. I just need to make sure this actually works the right way. Because if it doesn't, this might screw me over. Do I really not have a long cable? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Here we go. This will work. This will work. This is all I need. I just need a Type B, which is basically your printer cable, to USB so I can hook up the computer. I just need to make sure these buttons work. Because if these buttons don't work, the rest is going to be the most annoying thing I ever do. There we go. Run this to one of my computers. I just need to make sure it comes on properly. You might hear for a second though. Didn't come on. Oh, I'm an idiot! I know why it didn't come on. I'm an idiot. I know exactly why it didn't come on. I didn't plug in. This is everything that runs the power to the lights. What's up, Cashum? How's it going? Oh, this is another thing I did. I didn't wire these yet. This is kind of important too. This, that, because this won't work either without the grounds also. All the buttons after this are kind of irrelevant because these are the only ones that are lining up. And here. Okay, cool. Now let's try this out. Fingers crossed, guys. In theory, this should light up. And in the second theory, these should be in the right order. I don't know yet, but we're going to learn today. But it lit up. Oh, snap. Okay. That's right. That's right. We got them right on the first try. Oh. Ooh, that looks so good. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet, guys. So we got the buttons right on the first try. If we did hook this up wrong, if I pushed this light, a different light would have came on or somewhere else. So far, we got this right. Raw at the gate. This is why I'm glad I took a picture of it first. But we're not done, guys. We can get to the meat and potatoes yet of this. This is the basic stuff. Well, sort of. We didn't get into the crazy stuff yet. So we're going to unplug this for now. Okay. Here's the meat and potatoes, guys. Once I put the walls up, now I'm about to explain this wild nonsense that I came up with. And this has been tested based on what I've done earlier. This part I'm about to do now has been tested. So let me show you what's going to happen first. So right now, guys, this part is kind of easy. So this side is going to be our buttons, which is going to be right here. So we're going to have 3 buttons. And I'll just grab any 3 buttons. It's not a big deal. I think they're all in here. Oh, we're not using the LEDs here. I can technically run LEDs for my buttons too, but this is a whole separate buttons. So these are the extra buttons I'm using. And we're going to just put these like in so. This part is pretty self-explanatory. This is pretty straightforward. This is kind of universal. It sits here. Those are our buttons. The top piece here, this will be our pass-through. So this will make it so I can disconnect and plug this up all the time. I already did this from the last video, so I don't really have to do this part again. So let me make this a little tighter though. You don't really need no screwdrivers to do this. You can tighten the finger tightness, but I'm just being extra.
Y'all wait till I get to the end result, because this thing's gonna do more than what you saw in the video. Just so you know. This is why this is the final build. Like this, and the funny thing is, what I'm doing, no one has done yet, because I've checked. I've checked online. What I'm about to do after this, no one's done yet. People came close to doing stuff like it, but not the way I'm going to do it. Okay, so we need this right set up, which is this. But we're going to sit this here for now. We're going to sit it here for now, because this is important. We're going to sit it right there for now. And then we need the other side. This other side, we're not going to put no buttons here. We're going to use this for something else. Okay. Okay, let's put this here. So now all we need to do first are start, select, and home. That's what we're trying to do. So let's see if we can look up the pinout for that. Start is white, red is gray. Okay, so start, so white, red. Okay, that's simple. Maybe I should make, white, red, green. Yeah, let's do white. Let's go here. And that's our start button. And we gotta make sure we gotta do this in reverse. Red, which is our select button or option button if you're playing on PS4. I mean, not option, share button. And then the gray one, which is this will be the home button, which I gotta move all this crap out the way. God dang it, this thing's in the way. Okay, and our gray button, which is here. Okay, and just like the other ones, you got to hook up the ground wire for these. None of the buttons will work unless you have these ground wires on. And after I do, I'll show you where I got all the parts for everything too, in case you're trying to do the same thing. You can go through the trial error I went through before I end up burning my hand and getting electrocuted and all that crap doing this mess. That's mostly with the LEDs, not with everything else. Everything else you won't get electrocuted from. But okay, that's that. So there's our buttons. So now all of our buttons are hooked up. This now will officially work with any system. But I saved the best for last, guys, because you have to do it in this order. Well, look at this bad boy. This is a Raspberry Pi. For those who don't know, this is a single board computer. It's based on Linux system and all that stuff. But to most people, that's not that important. I'm going to put this thing inside and work alongside with this. So what's going to happen at the end of the day? Not only I'm going to be able to play all my fighting games on all my systems, I'm also going to be playing games from this. So this will be essentially an arcade system / emulation system on top of me playing fighting games. Now the question everyone's probably wondering, like, how are you going to make all this work? That's the fun part. How are you going to make all this work? I already planned this out. So first off, now we have all of our wires together if I didn't drop anything. We have our first initial wire. This is the wire that will be going to here. So usually in most cases, we'll run this wire straight to here, more or less. But in my case, why is this thing still? Oh wait, it's because the screw is spinning too as I'm doing this. Is that why it's spinning? Yeah. Yeah, no one's done it. That's why. No one's done it. No one's done it. I've checked online. No one has done it yet. I'm going to be first here to do it. People thought about doing crazy contraptions, but they're not doing it the way I'm doing it. Okay. So the question is how we're going to do it. So we're going to put this little buddy in here. So basically what this does, this is a bi-directional USB switcher. So we're going to make this so it can switch. All this is using, and this is basically the heart and soul of how make everything works.
This will switch between using it just from a fight stick and using it to hook up to the system to play our games. So, this will kind of sit like, sort of like, if I remember doing this correctly, right here, in a sense. Either here or did I have it like this? Can't remember. Did I have it this way or did I have it this way? This is why you're supposed to take pictures. Did I take a picture of my phone when I initially attempted to do this? Let me see something. Gallery. I could have swore I at least took a picture once when I had this together, right? If I did, shame on me, and I'll have to figure this out again. Did I really have this going this way? Really? And I ran it like that? Apparently I did. With that on top. Okay. Okay, we got this now. I think we got this now. So here's how it's gonna go. We got this gonna run over here. This, what right here, what's going on, this is going to be the button, the controller that switches it off and on. Now, this might be a little bit of a trial and error thing, because it's been a while since I've done this. Since the first time I came up with this crazy, mistaking idea. So we probably should put this in last. So USB here, this is going to travel through here, around this whole shebang, to here. I think I'm starting to remember this now. In here. So that makes it so this can go to here. It will go to the Raspberry Pi, and also it will go towards the towards that too. Who will come on top? Oh, this hands down. You know what's funny? I have a Retron 5. Right here. It's funny you brought up the HyperCam Retron 5. I literally have one down here. That's what when I do the emulation stuff, that's what I'm using to do the emulation for most of mine. It's funny you brought that up. I actually have it down there. That's a really hilarious thing to bring up. Okay. So here's the fun part. The Raspberry Pi is going to sit sort of like here. This is the hard part, trying to get all this to squeeze together without trying to break anything. We can just put it between here, can't we? Like, this is going to be like the most nuttiest part of this whole thing. We have this USB, which is going to come from here to number 1. This is going to be USB 1. Why is it USB 1? USB 1, we want this to, by default, to always hook up to the fight stick. By default, to run out the fight stick. So this will travel around here. We will slide it through here, like the madman that I am. There's gonna be one of those scenarios where we loop this. It's gonna go through all this crap through here, and I think there's gonna be a loop right here. We might have to do a loop right here, but I'll try to get through here, go all around here to here, and this will go straight. I don't think this is any wires to here. This will go straight around to this part. And that works out. So now if you're looking at it properly, you can kind of see what's going on here. But I gotta kind of wrap this under first. Like so, underneath here. And that's gonna go to here. So input 1, when it turns on, it will automatically be a fight stick. I mean, honestly, the Raspberry Pi is the cheaper option to do. The only reason why I bought it, because I've had a huge Super Nintendo stack of games since I was a kid and a bunch of other systems. And I was like, I don't want these to sit up there. And I still have the original system. Like, literally, there's a thing full of Super Nintendo games right there as I'm looking. I'll probably show it later after the stream, later on. But it was just sitting there. I'm like, I want to record emulation videos, but I don't want to do the ROM route and all the other stuff. So I was like, you know what?
I have actual copies of these games. Let's do this. That's how that ended up happening. But anyway, now for this part. This will be the HDMI coming out of here. So this doesn't have a full-size HDMI. This has an HDMI mini, which is the same thing I'm using for the camera I'm talking to you for action now. So this is going to convert for HDMI to regular HDMI. So this is going to be equivalent of you hooking up a PS4 or something up. So that way I can go to any person's house, I can hook up my HDMI and power, and that's it. That's the theory behind this. So we're going to run this around here. Under here. Now this is the part where I was like, do I do this before or after? Because these all these other cables can technically get in the way of all this nonsense. But it's all good. So this plugs into here. This should be HDMI, the first port. Right here. That's that. Now this it's gonna be a bag of worms initially, with all these cables flying through like this. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I might just have to run it straight through here. I might just run it straight through here. This might be the way we have to go. And the good thing with all these installation stuff, I don't have to worry about like burning up or anything or hitting the wrong thing or whatever. So that's done. Now you're wondering about power. How do we get power through this thing? So here's the power situation. There's not gonna be a battery pack or anything like that. So I got a USB Type-C to USB Type-C female. I want to make it so I can just plug it straight to it instead of me extending it to the wall. I want the wall to extend this. Does that make sense? And most people have Android phones. I run an Android phone, so this is simple. And the Raspberry Pi doesn't require that much. It's simple. You can literally plug it into anything to run it. So what we're doing as far as power, we're going to run this from here. I think I can just run it the same way, right? I think I can run it straight through here. Why did I not think of this the first time? I don't think when I did this initially, I thought about running it through this middle hole here. But anyway. And this is going to plug in right... Oh, I did this reverse. I'm an idiot. Okay. Plug this in right here. And this is going to run... We can either do... We do it this or this way. We'll put it through this way. Okay, maybe this one's not worth doing double of. Maybe just the one. Okay. We'll run this through this way then. Around this. And I think this has enough space I can run it underneath this. Right now this looks bonkers, guys, but once we put everything together, it'll make sense. And that's just about it. The last thing we have to plug in, now this is going to be the most complicated thing to put in. We have to do another run so we can connect to this, to one of these USBs over here. So, we got USB Type A and run it all the way around to here. So this is going to come out port 2, and this will make it so we can run, this will connect to the Raspberry Pi. Run this around here. I think we can run it through here. Around here. Now this part's gonna be a little bit hasty. Make sure we're not hitting no cables. They're important. You can run it to this bad boy, which I think we can do this side. And if we have to move it to a different port, we will. But so far, we'll just put it up here. We gotta spin this around a little bit. There we go. That's everything. Even though this looks bonkers, once I close everything up, you'll see how cool this looks afterwards. But for now, let's figure out how to put this thing together now. This is the hard part now. Now that we have all these crazy contraptions running through here, the hard part is how we're gonna close this up. And I've done this before, so don't be like, oh my god, it's not gonna work. It's like, yeah, I've done it at least once. You gotta just do a little bit of finagling. So this sits down here. Now, in order to get this to work, I had to get the 2-inch version of this. And now if you see everything go down, now you see why I bought the 2-inch version of this mess. Of the case. That's why it's so thick. I bought it so thick so I can do this crazy mess I'm doing now. And this will sit here, like so. Okay, this is in. Now for the last part. No, I've been playing this. This was originally just going to be a custom thing, and I was like, wait, I could take it a step farther. I've always been kind of like that when it comes to things. My friend's like, you can't just buy a regular thing, can you? I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, because my friend was, when I told my friend what I was doing, he was like, you're crazy. I was like, well, I originally wasn't planning on doing that. He's like, yes, you were. He tried it on. He's like, yes, you were. He's like, when have you bought something you just left it simple? I was like, you're right. I was like, you're right. Touche. I was like, touche to that. I can't even argue with that logic. Okay. And this is the last piece of the puzzle, which this could just run through. I don't have this sitting on top of any of the cables though. So let's run this through here. And this will sit like this. So what do we have here? We have power. Oh crap, I did this wrong. Oh god, I screwed up. So this is too big. I gotta run it through this way first. I almost forgot that part. Now I left the coil tied up together. So we don't have to worry about extra cables in here. We already have enough cables in here. And I will be demonstrating this work after too, so stay tuned for that. I'm not going to just build it and be like, that's it. No, I want to show you play testing of it and everything. Yeah, what I'm doing here is the madness to all this nonsense. Okay. And this will run through HDMI here. That's everything right there. So the only thing that needs to sit down is this little slag of cable here. We need to find some way. What is this? This is the other crap. So we gotta find a way to make this sit down. There we go. That's everything. Told you it was going to work. Now, putting the cap on is going to be a little bit crazy. Okay. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Okay. Now for the last part. Now this is the part I kind of screwed up on. Here's the last part, the stay janky part. This was supposed to be originally. This was supposed to be. I made this smaller than the other one. The other one takes up the whole thing. This is a little bit smaller, but it's no big deal. So let me unwipe this. Okay. Now here's the glass for it, or the plexiglass. Acrylic, I mean. It's not even glass, it's more or less acrylic. Now here's the fun part. Squishing this down without breaking anything. So we do all this. Do this over here. Hopefully we're not crushing any cables. LED wise. And we have to check this before we do anything else.
Okay, why is this down? Are these cables hanging up? Okay, there we go. I think that's it. That's everything. That's everything. Okay. Okay. These low resistance. This is a little bent because I ran over it 2 seconds ago, but it's not a big deal. Plexiglass on top. Is it this way? It's this way. There we go. We put the last couple screws on. We tend to do diagonal first so this can all sit in place properly. Okay, there's one. Do the other diagonal. After that, everything else becomes easy. Okay, before we do anything, we have to plug this up to make sure it works. Because I don't want to go through this and it ends up not working. So let's plug it up before we put these last 2 screws in. Just make sure it actually lights up. Because if it doesn't light up properly, that means one of the cables are hitting each other. And this is something I learned when we went through it the first time. Here we go. This is probably not the best cable because this cable's a little bit finicky. Let's make sure this lights up. Everything lights up first. If it doesn't, I screwed up. If it does, everything works out fine. Okay. Everything lit up so far. Okay, cool. We're done. There we go. I've been waiting to do this all week, guys. You don't understand. Wait, where's the last piece? Don't you play with me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, we had to tighten it a little bit more. We'll do one more test. Make sure it comes on. The cables I got to push in a little bit more though. A little bit more. There we go. That hangs out like so. Hangs out like so. Plug this in real quick. Everything came on. Yo. We officially have the Jank box. The final version. But don't get hyped yet, because we still got to test out the other portion of it. So you remember I told you it can hook up to the Raspberry Pi and all this stuff? So now, we got to run an HDMI line, which I should have one over here somewhere. Okay, here's an HDMI line right here, as you can see here. Cool beans. And then we have over here, we need power, which would be this. And it'll take any power source too, so this any type C power source. So okay, here's the type C power source. But before we do this though, we got to check one thing first. I gotta check and see if my camera is going for the picture-in-picture, if it's going to number 5. Give me 1 second, guys. Because I want you to see this in full-fledged effect. Okay. DVE. Face cam. Let's make it go to camera number... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top down camera. Okay. You talking about the shoebox? No. The shoebox is destroyed. I have the second one. Still have the other one. Give me a second. If you want to see comparison's sake, I still got this one, this original one, versus the final one. I have the second one, but the shoebox one's gone. Yeah, I had to take the shoebox one apart to make this one. So yeah, the shoebox one doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. And the guts from that came into making all the other ones. So I recycled the same guts. Now I will rebuild that one. It just won't be able to do the same thing this does. But it has came a long way. It's definitely came a long way, if anything. Man, this looks so clean. Anyway, so let's go to HDMI 6, I think. Hold on 1 second. So there's the box right there. I think HDMI 6 should be the Raspberry Pi. I think that's the Pi. Okay. So let's do this. As you can see here, I'm going to literally plug in my power here. Give it a second to power on. Switch to 2. I just switched to 2 right here. Give it a second. It should be loading. If I did this correctly. It'll take a time. Oh, the shoebox. Yeah, the shoebox one. I literally did it on, like, that was a straight recording. I've never done it before. I was like, I'm gonna just do it, whatever. That was literally me doing that on the one. I did that all in one take. Like I broke it up into pieces, but that literally was like a one take video, all in all. It's kind of wild when you go back and look at it, though. Did I do something wrong? I'm on the wrong channel. Hold on. Not that. Not 7. Not 8. Oh, there it is. I'm like, why is it not working? It's there. There we go. There we go. I screwed up. I'm going to start it over so you can see from start to finish. I literally unplugged it. So I unplugged it. That died too. Let me do it again. Wait for it. It takes a second for the power to recognize. Oh, this Bi-Directional remembers it. Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. I had on the wrong input. See, it's loading up all the information I put on. RetroPie. Give it a second. And it should remember the controls I put in from last time. Now, mind you, there's nothing plugged in the top, as you can see here. It's literally just this side portion here. All it is needs power, and that's it. And this thing switches between the two modes, so it knows. And then after I take this apart, all I have to do is push 1 again, and it should work for any fighting game I play. There we go. Look at that response time. By the way, there's PS1. I put Super Nintendo, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Neo Geo Pocket Color, and to give you some insight how crazy I went with this. There is 937 Super Nintendo games. This is every single Super Nintendo game that came out in America. I didn't do the Japanese one. So if I wanted to look for literally Street Fighter, any of the versions of Street Fighter, I can go through it. I think it's Super Street Fighter, right? Look, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenger. Look at this. It's gonna load. Give it a second. So it shows the hardware I have hooked up to the Brook fighting board. Actually, let's put some music on for nostalgia. Let me turn off the other music for some nostalgic purpose. Yeah. Look, when the last time y'all seen this before? Game start. Freaking Guile. He killed me. And if I want to get out the game, just hit the 2 buttons, whatever. Rockman Battlefires? If it's every single Neo Geo game, I should have it. You said Rockman Battlefires? I should. Oh, there you go. Even though I can't read the English. Right? I don't think I remember how to play this game. It's 2 buttons for Neo Geo, right? So, let's jump and shoot. Oh, that's how you slide. Oh! Might lose this. Oh, he threw it that time. I can't believe he threw it that time. He literally threw it that time. Where's my headphone? I would like to hear this mess at least, right? There's the noise. I was trying to figure out why I can't hear music. I beat 2 hours. There we go. I almost thought I was going to win that, honestly. Got him! We're getting it now. Once I got used to where the controls were, we're getting it now. Why not win this one, guys? I was gonna win. Yeah, the arcade version is a lot better. You're not wrong about that. Oh, if we want to get real crazy, if you want to see this thing at crazy power potential, watch this mess. Turn this down.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2.
Let me see if I can do the muscle buster. Muscle buster!
Round 1. Fight.
Still remember it. Tackle. Perfect, dude. You gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it.
Round 2. Fight.
Missile! I'm waiting for Hachi's theme to come out, which is my favorite theme for this.
Round 1. Fight.
Perfect.
You win.
Yep, it's the first time I played Mega Man on stream.
Fight.
Oh, I can't remember. Missile Buster! Hello? Oh. Reverse! Let's go! I was planning on playing Mega Man on stream sooner. It just hasn't happened.
You win. Round 1. Fight.
Excuse me.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I was going to do the 10-hit combo. Dr. B. Dr. Boscovich.
Round 1. Fight.
He's like the weirdest character in Tekken. I will snatch it. He's such a troll. I knew a guy who used to main him. I was like, this is the wildest character to main. He's on the ground.
Round 2.
But that's a little insight of that. Oh yeah, Papa the Rapper's on here. Hold up, I forgot to put Papa the Rapper on here. Oh, button's coming out. I forgot to put this game on here. If you never play Papa the Rapper, you are surely mistaken. Let me play one of my favorite games that I'd never owned on the PS1. It's kind of funny. It should work because you don't need no D-pad for this, and none of the songs should be copyrighted or anything. This game was wild, guys. We gotta hear my song. Kick, punch is all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I gotta try. Like, it's so hype. Wait for it. Kick, punch is all in the mind. If you wanna test me, show your fight.
Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick, kick, punch, jump, tap, block. Once more now, kick, punch, jump, tap, and block.
This is the Gonky Rocky.
We're gonna move down to the next jockey now. Duck, duck, duck. Listen carefully. Jump. Jump. Pose. Hold. Duck. Duck. And turn. Turn.
Yeah, I see you're getting better.
Kick to the limit in order to get a now kick. Punch.
I'll skip my hand.
Chop. Block. Chop. Block. Chop. Kick. Chop. Kick. Punch. Block. Punch. Block. Gonna get harder now. Duck and jump.
I hit the wrong button, but I just had to hear at least the beginning of that stage. That stage is so much fun. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy mess on here though. But as far as this goes, this is what the nonsense I've been trying to build for this thing. But we're doing all this, and we haven't even tried the best part of the shit. We gotta try this with the actual gaming console system, because this is irrelevant unless we do it on a real system, right? So let's see what game we can get this show up on my computer real quick without it having a heart attack. Let's see. Going through here. I think if I put it through HDMI, it won't come through the TV, will it? I don't think it would. Give me a second. Let's see if we can get this to work. If this works, this would be awesome. If it doesn't work, this might be an issue. So we're gonna run this straight to my PC. So now that we unplugged everything off of here now, this is going straight to the PC now. Why not unplug this? Hold on. So go to here. So now this is plugged into, not that computer. I need to plug into this computer. Hopefully this doesn't unplug anything else I have set up. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay. So we're going to run some... What game do I want to do? Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. We'll try to turn the volume off so it won't feedback on each other. There we go. Oh! We made a mistake. We hit this input 1. There we go. We didn't hit input 1. One thing you got to remember when you do this, you got to keep switching back and forth, because this memorizes the last thing you did. There we go. Volume's off at the moment, because I'm afraid of it feeding back on each other. And I probably should bring the chat menu. There we go. I think I screwed up. I think when I did that, I may have screwed up. Yep, I screwed up. Hold on. I gotta restart this, guys. I screwed up on my end. When I got out and got back in, it screwed stuff up. So load the game now. Now let's try this mess. This should now work. Why is this not? It says it's there. Why is it not? Why is this not working now? Oh, you know what? This USB cord is bad for the computer. I know why this is not working. I know why. Give me a second. I know why this is not working, guys. Go back to this real quick. I know why.
This USB, I forgot this is the bad one. I said earlier this was a bad USB, right? I'm an idiot. Like I said that in the beginning, I forgot I even said it myself. It's not because it's hooked up wrong. It's just a bad USB. I think I have one right over yonder. Give me 1 second. I should have another one floating around here besides this one. That's the 3.0 one. I need the old school one. You know what's I should have I should have plenty of them. As much as I kept buying them, I should have like plenty of these things floating around. That's the sad thing about this. Like I definitely should have one floating around. Like an additional one. That's not micro USB. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness, I should literally have one more. The fact I don't have one more bothers me. There we go. This should do it. There's another one. Okay, this one should be a lot better after all these tangled wires. Okay, let's try this again. This cable's way too long. But if it works, it works. That's all that matters, right? As long as it works, right? So, plug this into here. Correct. Run this to our computer, aka our CPU. Cause we had this I won't be successful unless I get this last test going. Okay, it started up. There we go. I was about to say. There we go. I haven't played Chun-Li in a long time, but we'll see what we'll get. Actually, let me see something. Why is the game running slow? Give me a second. Something's going on. Oh, this is... Things are stacked up in the background. I forgot this computer doesn't like doing that. This computer is running slow because I have too many things stacked on top of each other. Like, it really kind of doesn't like that. There we go. I gotta go higher like that. There we go. Hit the wrong button. My hand slipped. Oh. That's what I was supposed to do. That's the home button. I gotta remember what I'm pressing on my end. That's my fault, guys. The user is actually on me. I used to be able to do it really good. I should be able to get through them. I dropped it. So it works. It ultimately works. All in all. It ultimately works. No, I know the Chun-Li evil moment. I couldn't see the chat. I definitely know it. I definitely know the Chun-Li evil moment. It's one of the main reasons I'm inspired to play fighting games. Like, I definitely can't say I didn't forget that. Definitely cannot not say I don't know that. Let's try them fighting Herds real quick. Oh, I definitely know the evil moment. Let's go, Justin! Oh! like, I definitely know. Trust me, I know. If everyone in the FGC knows the fighting moment, whether they like it or not, it's all like synonymous with each other. Is this another bad cable? Is this another bad cable? I think these are both. There's a newer cable I got. These are older cables. And they this is the one I'm looking for. Forget these cables. I found the one I'm looking for. This is the one I was looking for. This one's a little newer. This is the one I was looking for. I don't know if it'll work now since I'm doing this like late afterwards, but. There we go. Okay, look, now it's showing it properly. Look at that. Okay, Xbox configuration from blah, blah. These games are sometimes weird. Is it a second? I might have to restart the game over. It's like it's saying it's there, but I'm not seeing it. It might now. It also might be the fact that I have like 1,001 different things plugged up to it, because this is the computer you're seeing this on is the same computer I stream on. So that might be another thing too. So let's put that in perspective too. But I guess the other choice is to run it through my PS4, right? That'll be the more smart solution, right? Run this bad boy through my PS4. So let's do this. Switch this back. Like, I didn't even think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. Okay. Okay, let's see if the PS... I haven't used my PS4 in forever, just so you know. It blinks, that's a good sign. Should be number 2. 2 or is it 3? Oh, it's 3. Couldn't remember. PS2 is 3. So now this is hooked up to the PS4. No, I don't feel like doing an update right now. Later. Yeah, I'm not doing an update while I'm streaming either. There we go. It works fine. I had too many things hooked up. That's why I just can't handle it with that going on. Is this game in there? Let's hope it's in there. It's not in there. What's in here? What game is in here? Oh, King of Fighters 15 in here. Later. I don't feel like doing an update right now. Oh yeah, Justin has a channel. Yeah, he has a crazy channel. I watch it all the time. And one of the funniest thing on his channel, people doing an evil moment on him while he plays Third Strike. There's a bunch of compilations of him. It haunts him like to this day. It's kind of hilarious in a sense. It's funny and sad at the same time. I wonder what happened to the one guy who was supposed to show up. There was a guy on stream who was asking me a bunch of questions about building up the fight stick and everything. He said, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't jump on stream. I told him he should jump on stream. I guess he missed out. Oh, I screwed up. Okay. Ah! I'm trying, guys. I'm not hitting the button fast enough. Ah! There we go! Hey! Hey, let's go. There we go. So we know it works on here fine. So the error that we're having with the PC was I had way too many things plugged up, and this was not distributing enough power to get to here. That's basically what the issue was with it. And it probably has something to do with all the other stuff I've hooked up in between also. Like a madman. It probably has something to do with that too. But I think that wraps up everything though. So it's sad seeing this project come to an end, but I'm glad I can sit here and say I made my home fight stick from start to finish. This has been a really fun project to do and a lot of fun. I guess the last part of this, I'll go over where I got everything from. As far as like the main parts, the inner sides with the Raspberry Pi, I guess I'll talk about that too. But the main parts of this, I'll explain where I got everything from. So let me see. Let's go into some tidbits here, so y'all can know where to get from. Focus, attack. Okay. So the main fight stick is it's funny, it's on the front page too. Now that's kind of funny. So if you go under I think category joysticks, fight stick. Oh, here we go. B&B fight stick. So this is the main thing I bought to make everything kind of work together. So if you look under here, it costs like $120. That's just for the case and the screws and everything. This does not include anything else. And if you need extra pieces in case you break something, they sell those separately too. But $120 will get you the case itself. Now, what is included in the case? So you pick the kind you want. So say, for example, we'll pick the exact same one I do. And this will all be about the same price no matter what you want. You just paying, it's just different. So this is the one I got. Black, clear gloss, clear plexiglass finish. Okay, this is the one I got. So this is $120 basically. What you get with it. So if you look right here, you can choose the type of buttons you get. Velix style, all button style, which is the original hitbox. Shoken style, which is the different side. Noir, Korean style, Sega 2-player extended, Korean 2-player, and then of course the one I got, which is the WSAD format, which is this. This is where I'm more used to playing. Now, as far as the size I had to get, so I got this, and you notice the price didn't change. So anything you see with the red dot comes with the initial packaging. And I got 2 inches. And the 2 inches was so I can fit everything else inside of it. I got clear buttons, bottoms for the for your bottom, which you can see on mine's. If you look in the picture, let me put mine back up. BBG, what is this? Basically, if you want them to cut holes for you, you can put this BBG LCD PCB thing in here. It's kind of cool. Basically, so you can make it so when you plug it in, it lights up to the color of what you plug in. I didn't want to do all this because I already have enough stuff in here, and I didn't want to interrupt it. The fighting board I already have, you can get this. I've seen this as cheap as $70, which is how much I paid for mine. This one specifically, what makes it run through. This is added. This is you pay extra for, as you can see. Anything you see without the red star pays extra. So this gets you basically the case. This, and then it gives you all the screws to build together. The buttons you have to buy separately. The pass-through cable, which I got, you had to buy this separately. All this extra stuff here, you gotta buy separately. That's where I got that from. Now the clear buttons. You can technically get it on Focus Attack, but I got it on Paradise Arcade. Paradise Arcade is the... Whoa, this... Oh, crap, they're at CEO. I can't show this site. Oh, so I can't even show this yet. Sorry, but I can't show this. But this is the place I bought the LEDs and the buttons though. If you're trying to do that, it's kind of cool though. But And that's basically it as far as why I got everything else. Raspberry Pi stuff. We'll go on Amazon real quick. The Raspberry Pi stuff, though, you can literally get this on Amazon. So if you go, like, if you literally type in Raspberry Pi anything, you can buy that online. They go as low as $30 to almost $80. And this is the thing that runs everything. Okay, this one's $179, which I'm trying to figure out why. This is a ripoff. Yo, why are they overselling this for a higher price? It doesn't cost as much to get one. Why did they raise... Raspberry Pi doesn't cost as much, guys. Just so you know. It's not supposed to cost as high. This is some crazy inflation crap they're doing. It's not supposed to cost as high. Hold on. Let me rewind. Let me go on a different site. It's not supposed to be that price. I guess I'm glad I bought mine when I did. I've been having my Raspberry Pis for a while. There we go. It should cost you initially $35. I'm about to say, these people just overselling everything to everyone. I was about to say, I know this thing don't cost that much. That's wild. But yeah, that's where I got this from. In the USB cables, you can find that stuff on Amazon and everything. Extensions. But that's it. Oh yeah, by the way, one more thing. I didn't go over this. So Focus Attack, if you go on their site real quick, Focus Attack also were the people who did the art. They don't make the art, they just put the art, they print the art for you. Just let's be clear about that. So if you're going to if you go and customize, you can pick on which style you have. And fun facts, a layer project, I'm going to do the Smashbox too. Finally, the Smashbox can probably have Garagon. See right here, but this is Gen 1. I need Gen 2. This is the one I have. Basically, how it works, you get the fight. You buy the thing. It costs $15 for them to print it out for you per side. So I paid $30 altogether. And then you tell them what type of buttons I'm using Samo buttons. But they'll size it based on the Sametsu, Crown, Gamer Finger, whatever. So you download their which is right here, their Photoshop file. And I'll show you what my Photoshop file looks like if I can find it. So this is the Stay Salty one, just so you can get a little bit of insight what it looks like. Most of the stuff I get on eBay anyway. Most of the stuff I do get on eBay. And this is and all I did is blew it up and it's the same thing. That's all I had to do. It's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. But and that's it. You send this back off to them. They look at it and they print it out and you see what I got here. But you got to make sure you click the one that you have. You have to make sure you pick Generation 2, not Generation 1. Because they do not fit the same way. But with that being said, a little sneak peek. Oh, by the way, fun facts. So while we're talking about this. So all this stuff, these pictures and stuff will be going on the store. So there will be a Stay Salty and a Stay Janky shirt coming out soon. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. But thank you for all who stood by to the end. And everything. So definitely like and sub. If you like this, let me know. And let me know if you like seeing stuff like this, because I'm working on getting a computer built soon. In a little bit, so that's going to be kind of fun too. But I'm glad this turned out the way it is. This is way better than I imagined. But y'all stay awesome. Y'all stay janky. I'll see you Friday. Rouse and Ether videos coming out tomorrow and Friday. And then Saturday, it's debatable whether or not I stream right because work stuff is coming up, which has been an ongoing trope with me lately. So see you later. Y'all stay janky. Peace.